Hello, and welcome to Crocheting with Kerry. This is a new thing I'm going to try. The concept is that you get to watch a video of me crocheting, usually in super fast forward, while I talk about myself and my life and anything else that people want me to talk about. Since this is supposed to be somewhat crochet themed, I'm probably going to talk mostly about that. First things first, the pattern that I'm currently working on in this video was a pattern test for Charlotte's Crochet Creations. I'll have her info down in the comments so that you can show her some love. This is going to be a cute little sushi dude. Honestly, it was pretty easy to make. I think it took me about 2 hours from start to finish, which in the amigurumi world is nothing. I don't think this specific pattern has dropped yet, but I know she has a couple really cute things. So, like I said, go check her out and show her some love. Now, I guess to begin, when did I start crocheting? So this is a story unlike most people's crochet origin stories. I hope I didn't just get you excited because really it's not that interesting. However, my grandma or mom didn't teach me. While I have learned most of what I know by watching YouTube videos, that's not how I was first introduced to the art. It actually all started the summer before high school. I was in Girl Scouts, and we actually had a really fun troop. So, we met every month and earned badges, and we went on multiple camping trips and road trips, and we had, guest speakers come in and talk to us. I know sometimes Girl Scouts get a bad rep for only selling cookies and not really doing much else, but my troop really was something special. Of course, at the time I didn't realize that. I thought everyone did what we did. Anyway, in the summer of 2004, there was this Girl Scout get-together or conference or something. I don't really know what you call it. Summer camp could also be used. No. I remember. It was called the Girl Scout Jamboree. What is a jamboree, you may ask? No idea, really. I have no idea. But what it was this 5-day-long thing that our troop went to. We stayed in dorm rooms at St. Olaf College in Minnesota. We then signed up for these classes every day that we could take. There were dance classes and sports classes and scrapbooking, flower arranging, massage and meditation, outdoor survival, geology, astronomy, drawing classes, and there was a class that was learn to crochet. It was something I guess I was somewhat interested, obviously, because I signed up for it. I think there were 1,200 kids there, and we all had to sign up for multiple things every day. So there I was, signing up for crochet lessons. We received a skein of worsted weight yarn. I'm pretty sure mine was pink, the super bright bubblegum pink, and a 5mm crochet hook. They taught us how to chain and then single crochet, and I did that for a little bit, just going back and forth, and one of the ladies teaching the class came over and taught me how to double crochet because apparently I was picking it all up fairly quickly. So they let us take our supplies with us, and by the time I got home from that trip, I had this very ugly bright pink scarf. It wasn't straight. I didn't wear pink, but it was the first thing I ever made. And before you ask, no, I do not still have it. I have no idea what happened to it. I have no idea where it is. I don't even have a picture of it, but that was it. I crocheted my very first thing at the age of 14, and that was 18 years ago, almost to the day. Since then, I've learned so much more, most of which I learned through watching YouTube videos. Sometimes from looking at detailed blog posts. Every now and then, I pick up something new from a book. And here's my shameless little plug. Go check out my Instagram page. My username is kerry.crochets. I will add that to the info down below as well. Look at all the things I've been making lately. My specialty is definitely amigurumi. I have made blankets, but they just take so much yarn and so much time to make that I don't do it frequently. I've also made hats and scarves, but I don't know. I feel like I can only use so many of those, and they've never really sold well for me. Not that I really sell anything, but That being said, like I said, I don't really sell my crochet, so, I kind of wish I could, but I just don't know where or for how much. I don't know. It's not something I'm into. That being said, if you want to buy something, feel free to ask. You never know, right? Okay, cool. Speaking of my Instagram, though, I only started it at the end of March this year. That's only 3.5 months. It feels like a whole different world, you know? Like, I started pattern testing, like, a lot. I think I've done about 22 now. I've participated in a couple crochet alongs. I've gotten a lot of free patterns from people's posts. Like, crochet on Instagram is such a community over there, and I just can't believe it has taken me so long to be a part of it. So like, if you crochet and you are not on Instagram, then you are missing out, because it's something over there. All right, moving on. Since we're kind of already there, let's talk about favorites. So what is my favorite brand of crochet hooks? I am absolutely in love with the Clover Soft Touch hooks. I have almost every size they make. The number one kind of hook that I can't stand are the ones with the rubber around them. For some reason, I say some reason, but I really think it's because my tension might be too tight. But anyway, the hooks that have the rubber always ends up slipping. Like, they rotate, and then the head of the hook is off-centered, and it interrupts my flow. So, not a huge fan of those. I have tried a couple of the ones that say that they're like ergonomic or something, and they're okay, but something about these Clover Soft Touch hooks are my hands down favorite hooks. My mother-in-law started crocheting recently, and I told her to buy one, and she was like, "You're right. These feel great. I love them." It might have something to do with the way I hold my hook, but then again, maybe not, because I'm a total knife holder and she's a pencil holder, and I don't know, we both love them. Okay, so now what is my favorite yarn? I see people asking this all the time, and it really depends on my project. For most of the amigurumi that I make, I use worsted weight, and my favorite is, I love this cotton yarn from Hobby Lobby, and honestly, I would love to stop shopping there, but I need to find a worsted weight cotton yarn that comes in like a whole mess of colors. So part of the reason I buy from Hobby Lobby is because I have access to it. So I'd prefer not to have to order new yarn, but I guess waiting on shipping is better than buying from the devil himself, right? So please, if you have any great worsted weight yarn recommendations, send them my way. For super bulky, I use Bernat Blanket, just like everyone else, and you can find that like literally anywhere. They sell it at Walmart, probably Meijer, definitely Michael's, and Hobby Lobby. No, wait, do they sell it at Hobby Lobby? Maybe not. Anyway, Joann's, like, I don't know. I can find that yarn anywhere. I just cannot always find the right colors. Definitely a struggle. I've recently gotten into velvet yarn, like honestly, anything that I can make. So I have this bookshelf in my living room, and I don't know when this started, but I started putting everything that I crochet, whenever I finish it, it goes on the shelf. And so like, while my entire bookshelf is completely filled with books, in front of those books are crocheted things that I've made, and I'm looking at it, and there are a total of there is one thing up there that is made with velvet yarn, but in reality I've made like 10 things in the past month and a half, but my son steals every single one of them because he's like, it's just so fluffy. I love it. So like, I don't know if you've tried it, but I love velvet yarn. It just is so soft. Again, I originally found some at Hobby Lobby that I like, but I'm looking for something new, so suggestions are welcome. I was thinking about getting, making an online order from Premier Yarns for some of their stuff, like the parfait yarn. I don't know. Do you like that? Tell me. Anyway, I've seen a lot of people using Hobby Yarn, but I know they're based in the EU, so I imagine it would take a lot of time to get to the US and not very cheap. Like, I'm pretty sure I have to spend over $100 or something in order to get free shipping, which, I guess isn't that much. I don't know. I'll keep working on it. Again, recommendations, people. Hand them over. So I need to talk about yarn needles for a minute though, and I'm not talking about knitting needles. I mean like the yarn needles that you use to weave in your ends. I used to just use your everyday yarn needle. Like if you do a search for yarn needles, this is what you'll find. But then I saw all these words in the materials list for crochet patterns. Yarn needle, darning needle, tapestry needle, which led me on a huge Google search because I was like, what the heck am I even seeing right here? Which then led me to the needles with the bent tips. And when you're making amigurumi, the bent tip is a game changer. It makes sewing on a head or an arm or anything really so much easier. Let's see. What other questions can I think of? Oh, I know. What is my favorite thing I've ever made? Well, I don't necessarily know if this is my favorite, but it is the one that I am most proud of. I have an assignment for you. You can choose to do this one of two ways. First, go to my Instagram, which is listed below, by the way, and scroll until you find Akira the Explorer. This is a Shiba Inu dressed up as an explorer with his own, Jeep vehicle. At least it reminds me of a Jeep. Anyway, there's so many parts to this, and it took me a while to make it. So I'm really proud of how great it looks. The other way to find it is to look up The Adventurous Trio by Audrey_LC. I'll add that info down below as well. I pattern tested Akira for her, and all three of these amazing creatures turned out absolutely amazing. Seriously, I will never understand how people can be so creative. It is so amazing. My son said something today that somebody came up with this great idea, and he was like, how did you manifest that in your noggin? Because it's amazing. And I was like, yes. How do people do that? Okay. What else do you want to know about me and my crochet journey? If you have any questions or recommendations or anything really, feel free to comment below. Oh, and if you want to know a secret, I have never had sushi before. Crazy, right? But seriously, how cute is this little sushi dude? He turned out so good. Okay, when the pattern is released, you should go check it out. It's super cute. It's super easy. I think it turned out great. Well, that is it for me tonight. So enjoy. Have the day you deserve. Take care of yourself. And peace out. Bye.